No, you don't. You look
I'm
good.
tired. I'm tired, you guys.
Okay, wait.
You is smart. You is kind. Yeah, good luck with that. That's a workout right there. You guys, we got the greatest, greatest gift basket.
Am I doing it right? Yeah, there we
Dana
go.
Spain.
Look at this!
You
Oh,
rock.
we forgot to turn on the light.
Oh, is it not on? Oh, there's the light. Hi. Wow, we instantly look brighter and more awake and more vibrant.
You guys.
Can you even stand it?
And
this
is what I'm most excited about right here.
Are the cupcakes. There's cupcakes in it.
Cupcakes.
Dana Spain.
Dana Spain, you are a goddess among women.
We love you. Let us count the ways.
Her message said, "Gals, these are treats from the cradle of liberty. Keep up the great work. Warm regards, Dana Spain."
I got this on Tuesday when I
Philly.
came in. It's just that, and I haven't opened it. You know how hard it has been not to open this gift basket? Like, that is some serious restraint right there.
That's pretty good.
I haven't opened it because she's not been in the office because they think she's the host monkey again. This place is ridiculous.
So I am
all
amazed that I have been allowed to return. Amazed.
Yeah.
Frankly, I could not believe it when I was told yesterday I got to come back.
I think everybody's just over it at this point.
Yeah. So, and my kid, I thought he was coming home yesterday. It's actually today because everything has to get arranged at the house. But
Praise
regardless,
Jesus.
he is getting out of the hospital and he will be back home. So that is really, really good news.
And testing is a bunch of bull crap.
Oh
you guys.
my gosh.
Testing, it's all just a bunch of bull crap.
It's such utter bullcrap.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if my test was accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing that they didn't give him, and I don't even know how this works, because he got a positive COVID test again, but he did not get an antibody test, and I don't know if they just decided not to give him the antibody test because he had a positive I don't know, but we talked about this on our show yesterday, that there was, in the Wall Street Journal, there was an article about the guy, right, who had 6 COVID tests in 8 weeks. 3 were positive, 3 were negative. These tests are utterly useless.
Attention, the bullshit meter has detected major BS.
That's what I think about the
That's
test.
definitely some bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
this
useless.
is how they're useless.
Completely, I mean,
So we don't know.
we don't know.
We don't know.
And I mean, I think my kid's house is going to treat him as though he's a host monkey. But what's crazy is that he came from the house. Like, he went to the hospital from the house. So if he has it, he already had it, right? I mean, like, he got it from the house. So I don't even know why they would treat him quarantine-y. I don't know. The whole thing is dumb and I'm over it.
It's all dumb. Everything's dumb. Everybody's dumb. We've all gone dumb in this country. You guys, we missed you too. Everybody's like, we missed you. And that's so sweet. We missed you guys too. It's weird when we're not around for like a couple days. And then I'm going to be gone all next week.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation. I need a vacation so bad, you guys. I'm about to climb the walls. I mean, I had several breakdowns yesterday. It's like, listen, I know, I'm not asking for people to feel sorry. I'm just telling you right now that, like, when you talk about this garbage for 2.5 months, because we still go into the office every day, I need a break from talking about this garbage. I need a break. I'm going to not watch the news the whole week next week.
Don't.
Oh, believe me, twist my arm. I'm not gonna pay attention to the news for like 7 straight days because I need to unplug from all of this stuff, everything, which I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to not do that. I can't wait to not listen to the news.
I'm taking Monday off. But
yeah.
I'll be here the rest of the week.
Which
with
you
Rob.
also need to do because you didn't really have much of a 4-day weekend.
No,
weekend.
I didn't. Which really sucked because I was trying to have a break.
I know.
And then I didn't get a break because I had to worry about my kid.
I feel like every time you try to take like a 3 or 4 day weekend, he ends up in the hospital.
I don't know how he's hearing about when I'm going on vacation.
Yeah, it's like he's like
do.
Mom's on vacation.
Seems like a good time to get a fever.
Yeah, I feel like I need to get a UTI.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like this happens every single time. So anywho, I will be gone. She may do some Facebook Lives. She's, do a little single double for you guys.
I mean, maybe one day I'll be like, hey, what's up? But I don't know. I don't know because they're weird to do solo. So
it's a little weird. I don't like doing them solo, and so I just usually don't. Not because I don't love you guys, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, and we have all the love.
It's so much love. And then when I come back, I'm gonna be fresh as a daisy. You know,
which is apropos.
See what I did there? See what I did? I'm gonna go pet some cows. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's all
I'm gonna
she
put my
needs.
boots on, go to my ranch, and just be that.
With the cows.
Put my cowgirl hat
Cows
on
in the sunshine.
and I'm gonna go be with some cows. That's what I'm gonna do. All right.
You guys, there's massive riots in Minneapolis because these protesters, I prefer to use the term terrorists, because the people who are looting and setting shit on fire are not protesters, they are psychopaths that are not doing anything in respect for George Floyd or his family. They're not doing anything out of respect for their community.
Yeah.
They're burning their own communities down.
Yeah.
How does this help?
Listen, what happened was absolutely terrible.
Oh my God, it was the worst, most horrific thing.
Those cops should fry. I mean, it was, we see, you've seen the video. I mean, the videos, right? I mean, it's terrible. I feel so sorry for cops who are good cops.
And they're the vast majority of them
right?
are good.
This is what sucks. Because we know cops who are just awesome, amazing people. And I can only imagine their hearts right now, like what they're going through. Because they're watching this and they're like, why?
Yeah. Why do you got to make our job this much harder?
Why do you got to do this? Why do you have to be this way? Why do you have to do this? You know, just...
And when it comes to racial tension, this was a moment where everyone was unified behind how wrong it was.
Everybody.
It doesn't matter if you're white or black. You see that video and you're like, those cops effed up. Yeah. Right? And there's no disagreement on this.
They just, more than effed, they just are awful people. They were not, it wasn't even a bad decision. It's just, you're not a good human being.
Yeah.
You're not a good human being. And we all can agree that it's just, these aren't good humans. And so...
And the pressure was already on. They were fired immediately. Obviously, there's an investigation. Yeah. Trump himself has said, I'm expediting this.
Yeah, so burning down a Target is not going to help. I don't... What did the Target do? What did the Target do? What did the pawn shop do? What did these places do? Because they didn't participate.
What did the construction company that is in the middle of creating a 5-story apartment building?
What did they do?
Why is that burned down? How is this helpful?
Yeah.
What does this change? If anything, it makes the law enforcement angrier. And that is the last thing anybody needs. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All of this just, God, it's so heartbreaking. It's
awful.
Just all awful. So that's happening.
Gretchen Whitmer, you are not going to get yourself out of this whole ridiculous story with your husband going to your lake cottage by pretending that he was making a joke. Mm-hmm. This is what she's saying.
I'm going to try. When I make my casserole, I'm going to try, Mom.
So this is we're going to be playing the audio of her dumb presser on our show today.
Stand this woman.
God. So you've heard the story, right? Like she's told everybody in Michigan, stay away from the lake houses. You don't want that.
You can't travel. None of you can travel. I can travel. But you can't travel.
You can't. Mm-hmm. So not only did her husband go to the lake house, but he also...
Not only did he make the reservation,
right,
but he kept the reservation.
He kept the reservation.
Yeah.
He took it, he kept it.
And then he went.
Yeah. And then he tried to was it a line for boating? I don't even know what line. There's a line.
I don't understand how that works. I don't have a boat.
I don't either.
Do you guys have boats? I don't understand that.
I don't know about that, but there was some sort of boating, docking line, right, that he was trying to get in. So,
I'm sorry, Kira said condescending casserole. That's what we should call her. That should be her new nickname, is the condescending casserole.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What was I saying?
Yeah, you were talking about
boating
and lines, and how we don't understand boating lines. Because I don't have a boat.
Well, because he went to some place and said, listen, I need to get in the front of this long line, and I am the governor's husband. So
yeah, don't you know who I am?
Exactly.
Don't you know?
So
I'm pulling a Reese Witherspoon right now.
He totally did that.
Don't you know who I am?
And obviously word traveled immediately. Yeah. Because that's the worst of the worst, right? So she says in her presser, she said, you should read it in your voice.
Okay. I do feel compelled to address the most recent one about my husband, Mark. My husband made a failed attempt at humor last week when checking in with a small business that helps with our boat and dock up north. Is there more?
Oh, yeah,
there's more. Knowing it wouldn't make a difference, he jokingly asked if being married to me might move him up in the queue. Obviously, with the motorized boating prohibition in our early days of COVID-19, he thought it might get a laugh. It didn't. And to be honest, I wasn't laughing either when it was relayed to me because I knew how it would be perceived. He regrets it. I wish it wouldn't have happened. And that's really all we have to say about it.
Oh, I'm sure that's all you have to say.
That's all we have to say about it, minions. So shut your mouths and go make a casserole. All your mouths.
So funny. So she's trying to say her husband was joking. Joe Biden's trying to say, yeah, just, I was being a wise guy because that guy was being a wise guy.
And I don't know the difference between D-Day and Pearl Harbor because I'm Joe Biden.
And also he's farting on television now.
And I farted on television. I want Swalwell to be my VP. I swear to God.
These people.
Everything is crazy.
Everything is so
I totally
crazy.
need a vacation, you guys. I can't. I just need to be with cows. I need to be with cows. I need so bad. It's all.
You gotta be kidding me. That's 3 gallons of bullshit in a 2-gallon bucket.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening
you
right
guys!
now. I cannot.
Jason, I don't know, I forget his last name. Clever and competent follower Jason sends an email to us yesterday, and he's like, "Oh my God, Mock," because he knew I would care about this deeply. He was like,
God.
"Did you hear that Ashley Judd got married?" And I almost died, like right there, because how would I not know that? I am obsessed with everything about her.
She's like, joy, joy, joy when it comes to Ashley Judd. So she texts me and she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? So she makes me listen to this dumbass podcast.
Wait, I gotta get the quotes.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Like everybody is a podcast, okay? Everybody.
And this one is just for you two, like the band. So it is literally a podcast every single week about you two. That's it. That's all
they're gonna run out of stuff to say.
I know, but this is why they have people like Ashley Judd, who's like BFFs with that band.
And she is so. She's so busy these days that she's on this podcast. This is what she's doing. So she goes on this podcast about the band U2.
Yeah.
In honor of Bono's 60th birthday.
Because they are like this.
You guys, they are so tight. They're so tight.
So the first thing they ask her, now keep in mind, like Dario Franchitti and they were married for 10 years and then they divorced like what? How long ago was that? They divorced forever ago.
You should know this.
I should know that.
The exact
I feel like
day.
it was 2012.
Okay.
I may just be making that up.
And they still comment on each other's social media.
It's a little weird. He is remarried to a complete upgrade.
Yeah.
And they have 2 beautiful children. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dario's doing great. But Ashley has been very secretive and elusive about her personal life.
Except for when she's doing acro yoga.
Right.
In which case she wants you to know everything about her acro yoga on Instagram and how she goes to her mosque and she prays to the God of her understanding, which is a woman. FYI.
Right.
The God of her understanding is always a woman with feminists.
So she's never mentioned, no one has ever mentioned that she got married, okay? Where all of a sudden in this podcast, it's been posted for 3 days. And Jason apparently likes U2. I guess that's why he heard this podcast. He alerts me to listen to it. She says, in just like it's no big deal. She's like, I'm quarantining with my husband in Switzerland with his brother and sister-in-law and 5 children. She's like in some, I don't know, Swiss chalet, right? And so
naturally,
and they're asking her like, why? What is quarantining, or what is this time of the world like for you? And she said quarantine, and I'm not making these words up, you guys. She said it has been a time of idle and innocence, and that she is holding the complexity of trauma and catastrophe, which is very unwieldy.
Okay.
That's what she said about what quarantine life is like.
Yeah.
But the main point is that she's married.
Yeah, so she's talking about her husband, which I was like, okay, well, we should see a picture of the guy, right? 'Cause
Right, I'm dying.
She's a celebrity. Let's get a picture. But nobody, like none of the page sixes or the normal columns who would put like, hey, Ashley Judd got married on this date, blah. No one, there's nothing.
No one cares.
Like
no one cares.
Nobody
and so
cares.
I post it, right? I tweet to Page 6 and to TMZ, and I'm like, hunt this guy down,
Like,
and he
what?
needs to be studied.
It's kind
You know what I mean? I mean, somebody married her. That person needs to be studied. And so
he's a Harvard professor.
Well, I don't even know professor because she said faculty. And so I feel like if he were a professor,
so he may be a janitor. Is that what you're saying?
No, because he was giving a talk. The whole reason she's in Switzerland is because he was supposed to give a talk in Switzerland, and he was already there. And he was going skiing too, and like as he made his way up the Alps, she said, he calls her when all of this COVID stuff starts busting loose, and he says, listen, you need to get on a plane right now, otherwise we won't be able to quarantine together. So you need to come to Switzerland, and then we'll at least be together through this whole whatever.
Yeah.
So she did. So that's what she did, and that's where she is. She's in Switzerland.
Wow. Okay.
And she's married to
her husband,
a Harvard faculty member.
Those are
clues.
See, I just assume that it's a professor because when I hear faculty, I think professor. But
and maybe I mean he could be. It seems to me
Debbie thinks it's a blow up doll. I think that's that's a smart guess.
But you guys, somebody needs to figure this out. So Harvard faculty who was giving a
Tracy
talk.
thinks you're crazy that he should be studied. This is her obsession, man. She's obsessed. She's obsessed. Listen, she's met her in real life. Just so if you guys don't know the background, if you've not read our site for the past 12 years, she's met her in real life. She knows a little bit about her.
Of which I speak.
She understands a little bit of the hose beastery that is behind this.
And by the way, in the very first 10 minutes of the half-hour podcast, she did say that she had reached the up with which she could no longer
She did. I heard it.
Because, right?
I could only listen to like the first 7 minutes. My husband's like, what are you listening to? I'm like, it's sheer torture. It's what I'm listening to. I can't. It's awful. It's just a bunch of crap that Mock's making me listen to. And I'm going to turn it off in like 2 seconds. Like, everybody has a podcast. Everybody.
It's true.
What, you guys don't have a podcast?
What are you doing?
Why don't you have a podcast?
Get on the stick, you guys.
I think Gretchen Whitmer has a podcast about her casseroles.
By the way, speaking of podcasts, ours is out. The one for this week is out.
It's out.
And it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. It's about, because we try to keep it light. Everybody's talking about COVID, and we just couldn't. I can't, you guys.
We barely could get ourselves to talk about anything of substance. Mm-hmm. And so this was just one of those weeks where we just kept it light. And it's a good time. It's 20 minutes that'll take your mind off of all of this nonsense.
Like, put it on in your car when you're going somewhere, and you're just it's great. It'll be good for you to just sort of have some mind fluff. It's about phrases and words that are just annoying and ridiculous.
So
and
annoying.
It's
you know what we're talking about. New normal.
Yeah, the new normal, and we
have to show this picture too. Because did you guys see this? Okay, so just to give you
oh my god.
Just to give you some context, I'm mindlessly scrolling through Instagram, and I follow Unilad because sometimes they have like really inspirational, like sweet dog videos and stuff.
Yeah, I know that.
They're like 10 million followers or something.
Yeah.
And you know what they had posted? They had posted a photo. I'm going to read you the caption first and then show you the picture. The caption reads, and it's a couple that is expecting a baby. The caption reads, a model's incredible photo of her kissing her husband's baby bump is going viral for spotlighting trans pregnancies. There's the picture. The woman in the picture is a dude.
And the dude is a woman.
And the pregnant person is a woman.
Obviously a woman. Because dudes can't have babies. I don't know if y'all know that. But dudes can't have babies.
Quick bio lesson.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is earth-shattering news, but I know science deniers.
Yeah, we get called the science deniers, right?
Yeah.
These people, they're like, oh my God, it's a miracle.
It's an absolute no, it's not a miracle.
It's just what happens when you procreate.
That's a woman, baby.
And so somebody commented, because obviously there are people with common sense who look at that picture, read the caption, and they're like, that's, a dude can't be pregnant, okay? FYI.
Yeah, because where's it going to come out?
Which is exactly what somebody asked.
Where's the baby going to emerge from?
Yeah. So this is what this is what somebody said to Unilad. From where will he give birth to said baby?
What's the answer, Unilad? What's the answer?
Said, well, we just think that's his business and no one else's. Really? Because
Really?
you just posted this photo
To, like, millions-
for 10 million people.
To millions of people.
So you obviously that it was all of our business.
Yeah, it's all of our business. So now we have questions. Now we have lots of questions. Where's it going to come out, Unilad? It'll come out of a vagina. That's where it's going to come out of.
Or perhaps an
Or
abdomen.
a C-section.
Right.
Because that happens too. It's going to happen one of two ways. One of two ways. Because I had a vaginal birth. She had a C-section.
That's it. Those are the only options.
We're two women,
okay?
and we're breaking it down for you right now. This is how it goes down. This is how it goes down.
This is why when they're all like, when the activists are all like, trans women are real women, trans men are real men. No, they're not. And this picture makes it patently obvious because a dude cannot be pregnant.
No.
I cannot believe this requires saying it out loud.
I know, but we're doing it. We're saying it out loud this video will probably get taken down. Facebook's going to be like, this is hate speech. This is complete hate. These girls are hateful.
This
and it's
goes
hate
against
speech.
our guidelines.
Because they said that babies come out of a vaginal canal. It just comes out of the birth canal, it comes from this place. No, it's not. My God.
I cannot believe this requires explanation.
Because I said that dudes can't have babies. I guarantee you. Like I give it 10 minutes. This video will be taken down by Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's like, oh my God.
Oh my God, I heard Mark Zuckerberg say about all this Twitter stuff that's going down, because you guys know Trump's like trying to take down Twitter right now.
Yeah.
And Mark Zuckerberg said this out loud. I could not believe these words came out of his alien face. He said...
He is from the planet Gleborg 9, and in case you guys didn't know.
He said about the Twitter thing.
Yeah.
He said Jack Dorsey should not have fact-checked Donald Trump, and that Facebook doesn't believe that they should be in the business of providing fact checks on other people's thoughts and opinions.
That is really interesting because he lies.
Oh my God, we get fact checked all the time.
All the time. We could bring receipts. I can show you guys receipts. We get fact checked like on a weekly basis.
It's fine for him to say that, but it's a lie.
It's a total lie. People from Gleborg 9, they lie. Just so you know.
What in the world?
Good Lord. What a liar.
It was unbelievable that he said that.
You lie, Mark. You lie. Wow. And also, babies come out of women.
It doesn't matter if those women grow beards and take testosterone.
Doesn't matter.
They're still women.
They're still women, and it's biology.
Yeah. God.
It's biology.
Now, if that, and it's so weird because that couple, like, you know, they're reversed, right? So the dude is now a woman, the woman is now a dude, and they're free to live that way.
That's fine.
Great.
You do you. We're not saying that you can't do you.
You can live that way.
But the problem is you can't say that now that dude is a dude having it's some sort of miracle.
No,
that's not God performing a miracle, letting a man have a baby. That's not.
It's just a woman
It's
having
a
a baby.
woman having a baby.
Dressed like a man. That's all. That's all it is.
What she just said.
Should we talk about what Switzerland is doing? Hey, Rob.
You know, as someone who's a biblical expert, I could weigh in on this.
Oh God, he's
About
gonna
the Swiss
he's gonna
brothels?
give us 2 Corinthians now.
No, didn't you? Were you just talking about?
Oh, we were talking about the trans couple.
The trans couple. Did
The
you see
dude
the
that's
trans
pregnant?
couple? It's not a dude. I mean, it's a dude.
Did you see the picture? Here, let me show you.
It's not a dude with dude parts.
Let me show you the
How's he
picture.
having a baby?
Well,
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
Oh.
Because that's how that works.
Why didn't he just say he's a woman?
Because Unilad wants it to look like a miracle.
And that woman kissing his belly is
Is
a
a
man.
man.
That's correct.
They're kind of. It's like the Scarecrow and Wizard of Oz. You know.
I guess it kind of is.
She looks like she would be the woman.
Right. Well, she's trying.
Well, she does. She's doing a great job of being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rob, did you see what's going on with the Swiss brothels?
I did not.
So, people are needing their sex in Switzerland, and
Oh.
everything's been shut down because of COVID. So it's been a real hardship.
You mean people are
No pun
wanting?
intended.
You mean people are wanting their sex that they have to pay for?
Correct, because they can't get it. I mean, they obviously aren't getting it at home.
Yeah.
So because the Switzerland brothels have been so desperate to get reopened, they have drawn up a nice list of rules about reopening amid the coronavirus.
Pay attention, Rob.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
So here is one thing that they're doing. They're limiting customers to only 2 sexual positions.
Just 2. Just
What?
2.
And they say that this will minimize the
Just
risk
2.
of transmitting the virus.
Yeah, I mean, this is science, you guys.
They picked. Did they?
This
pick,
is
Wait.
total science.
They picked the position.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're
Um,
picking them, Rob.
Let me see. Okay, they suggest the plan to reopen the industry suggests that sex positions which
Oh,
allow
wait. Here we go. It's
for
right
a
here.
safe distance between faces,
Here we
such
go.
as doggy style and reverse cowgirl.
Yeehaw.
Those are the
Giddy
2
up.
Those are the 2 positions that you are now allowed to engage in because that reduces droplets.
Get Rob's face. Rob, this is science.
It's totally
Don't you?
scientific.
This is-
I don't
yeah.
know why you would argue
I
that.
feel like this came from Fauci. This came from the top. It came from the top, pun intended.
Oh my god.
So that's all you can do.
Well, yeah, those
That's
2
it,
positions.
those 2 positions.
And you'll be pleased to know that they are going to have ventilated rooms.
Oh, well, thank goodness.
And they're
Thank
going to
goodness.
air the rooms out for 15 minutes between
Oh, well, that
experiences.
seems super clean. It seems,
And they're going to wash bed sheets and hand towels at a temperature of at least 60 degrees.
yes,
As compared to before
when they weren't clean, when they weren't clean at all. That's so.
This is our world
Good
now.
on them. Good on them.
You 2 broads either paid for sex, either one of you.
No. God, Rob. Rob's like, what's the big deal?
He thinks that's fine. That's
It's a
totally fine.
service-based industry.
Oh my God. Eileen's like, ha, droplets.
Oh my god. All right, once again,
goodness. This
thank
is our-
you so much to Dana
this is our
Spain
world.
for this
Dana.
amazing.
Dana, we were going to break right into these cupcakes.
Oh, you don't even know.
And there's giant pretzels. You know those giant
right there.
sourdough pretzels?
See 'em?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Dana Spain from Philadelphia.
Those are the carbs that I need in my life right now. You know
and
what
there's
I mean?
like mugs and a Liberty Bell.
Oh, there's a Liberty
and-
Bell mug, and then there's one of those love mugs.
No, but
and
like
there-
an actual bell.
There's an actual Liberty Bell in
Yep.
there. There's an actual copy of the Constitution in this. Did you see it? Did you
No.
see the Constitution?
Where is it?
Yeah, turn.
Oh yeah, I see,
You see it?
Yeah.
There's like a scrolled
It's amazing.
copy of the Constitution.
Amazing.
You probably don't want to Google reverse cowgirl. You probably don't want to do that. I wouldn't do that if you're at work.
But if you
you're at work.
imagine the way that a cowgirl would ride a horse
And then turn
and
it
then
around.
turn her around.
Turn it around.
There you
But
go.
I wouldn't Google that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
going to
wanna-
get all sorts of, especially if you have kids around.
especially
I
not at
just
work.
feel like that's not
I mean,
a good.
we can because it's our job to know these things.
I wouldn't do that. If I were you.
The IT department here must be like, they're looking at midget porn again. I don't know what's going on with
I
those
don't
girls.
think that's a good idea, you guys.
Oh, speaking of which, did you know we're gonna play it on our show today? We got a very judgmental voicemail.
Okay.
So there is a guy who completely mansplains
Okay.
over voicemail how not conservative we are.
Really? Why? Why?
Because sometimes we talk about sex.
But because conservatives don't have sex.
You can't. Apparently, conservative to be a real conservative.
You're not
according to
allowed.
this dude,
You're
you're not
supposed
allowed
to
to talk
be. You're
about
supposed
it.
to be celibate and not ever have sex.
Maybe you can have it, but you can't ever talk about it.
It's like Fight Club. It's like Fight Club, you guys.
Right. It's exactly like that. So you don't. You can't. We're not conservatives, according to dude.
I think
whose
he's.
voicemail
I
we're gonna
totally
play.
disagree with him.
I knew you would, which is why I wanted to play it because I,
feel.
thought
I
you're
feel
gonna have
like
a lot to say.
that's completely wrong. I feel like conservatives who are in, relationships, long-term relationships, we have some of the best sex.
You know why? Because we're happier.
We're happy.
We're happier than liberals
Yeah.
as a whole.
And we're committed. And I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, but he's like, conservatism is about morals, and you shouldn't be
Well, so you're-
so crass.
It's,
So that all of a sudden, because
It's not
we drop an
crass.
F-bomb or we talk about sex, we no longer believe in fiscal conservatism
It's
or
not
or like, you know what I mean? Like we no longer are pro-life. We no longer care about small government because we talked about
And
sex.
there's
That makes no sense.
I don't think it's crass to talk about, like,
reverse cowgirl.
well, okay, maybe that's a little crass. but what's wrong with talking about sex? Like, if you're happily married and, if you meant...
And if we have stories that are related to
Yeah.
COVID, for example, like this
yeah,
one
I mean,
clearly was.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, we're about to give him a
Conservatives
talking to.
conservatives do the hibbity jibbity. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's true. They do. So surprise!
I'm sure none of the people watching are surprised. They're probably
I
like,
kinda-
yeah, we do.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you guys do that. If you're happily married and you do that, and congratulations, you should go do that more this weekend.
Do it a lot. It's good
Yeah,
for you.
and if you just got married, go procreate.
That's right.
Yeah, good for you. All right.
I guess that's really
Hey, you guys, looking forward to the SpaceX thing this weekend. Just FYI.
If it happens.
Really wanted to happen. The weather didn't work out yesterday. I'm super excited about it. I geek out over this stuff. So does my family. I want to see that because I want to see us less dependent on Russia.
Yeah, let's win the space wars. I like space wars.
I know a lot of people make fun of that. A lot of people make fun of the whole space thing.
Space Force.
Yeah, people make fun of that, but I
it.
don't. I don't make fun of it. I think that it's important for us to not be dependent upon Russia to get us to the space station. I just think it's dumb
And we need
that
to be
we
the
do
first
that.
to get to Mars. You know that's what Elon Musk is all
It's
about.
absolutely because these are baby steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to make sure that we're not dependent on them. Once we get to the space station, then it's like then other steps will happen. And I feel like we can do this, and I think we should all be.
Yay, rah.
Yeah, we should all be
sure.
cheering for this. And if you're not cheering for this, then you know what? Then just go sit down. Take all the seats. Because I am like, go America, go.
That's right.
And I think it's neat the way that, government and the private sector are coming together to do this. And I'm excited about it. And, I think I'm right. So...
Now we just have to hope that the
Yeah.
weather cooperates.
I'm super excited about it. I love that my 10-year-old is watching it. My 10-year-old girl was watching a lot of it yesterday, and she was excited about it. And I love seeing that. I love seeing that excitement in my little girl watching it. It's like when we were kids and we watched space stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's neat. So, encourage your kids to watch this stuff. Encourage them to be excited about it. Everybody should be excited about this.
Yay!
Yay. Go America, go. Anyway, you guys
All right, we're going to go do our ads and stuff.
bring it in.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Bring it in.
And
You
tomorrow
guys-
it'll be like Q&A and all that.
Yeah.
So,
you guys have a great day.
bye.
Bye.